It is Tuesday night. Welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse. Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's going on?
My internet's acting up.
Of course.
Yeah. Of course.
That's because you want to go play Starfield. That's what it is.
That's right. You just want to drive around in that new vehicle.
I'm gonna go do the show from the driver's seat or from the passenger seat.
Yeah, this is gonna be Molson. I got it, baby. I got it. I'm so proud like this. Dairy Queen. I'm gonna buy blizzards for the car in front of me and the car in back of me, man.
Steve with the blizzard.
Rocking the blizzard.
You got his.
Got mine.
Should we do a live stream mobile DQ pickup
from the DQ?
Yes, that would be awesome.
That would be great.
It's become a staple of the show.
No, I'm going to sneak in.
You have to eat a blizzard on stream.
You know what I'm
every
going to
week.
do? I want to know where that Dairy Queen is, and I want to sneak in there, and I want to be the employee.
It's in Canada.
Who's? I don't care. After all the freaking driving I've done today, that's nothing probably. So,
Evan, thanks for the 7 months, my friend.
Nice.
And thank you to all of you folks in green for being channel members. We appreciate that. If you'd like to become a channel member, there's a button down there that says join the channel. By all means, we invite you to do so. It looks like we have Chris, Radio for Life for the 5 months. If you are a channel member and you haven't redeemed your free shout out, it's in the chat. Hit the $. Should have a freebie there. So thank you to everyone who has reached out and supported the channel.
Yeah, this guy is Molson. Does the new car have Windows safety net for your cell phone? Touche.
Now that's a viewer right there.
That's a viewer. It also has a cow alarm at 1 mile out. And the peripheral vision of the headlights, a little cow comes up on the display screen, and as he gets closer, the cow gets bigger, which shows he's getting closer to the cow. That's the technology that we've come to have today.
Exactly.
I need
and Andy, AA0 Alpha Mike, thanks for the 9 months.
9 months.
Wow. We got another one here. Roger with the 9 months. Thank you guys. This is awesome. I like seeing these pop up in the chat. And welcome to everyone in podcast land. We've been getting some good traction over on the podcast.
Okay,
on the weekly downloads.
So this is what I want to do. I want to place bets. I know we're not allowed to bet, but we're going to place bets here. How long before Molson? This is going to be a 2-part bet. How long before Molson has a cigarette in the vehicle? And how long before? And how long before? And
I'm smacking for that one.
No. It doesn't make a difference because eventually it's going to happen. The key is, when is it going to happen? And the other one is when is he going to eat? Now, eat could be anything from a McDonald's to a Tim Hortons to a glazed. It doesn't make a difference if it's beef jerky. We're not talking chewing gum. We're talking something that has the potential of falling down and going down over here, where the console is in the car, or right by his feet. We should be placing bets right now. How long?
He's already had Tim Hortons on there.
That's true.
Definitely drinking coffee on the way home. That's for sure.
There we go. Ham Radio 2.0. Thanks for the 9 months. And John Sills, also a member for 9 months. Hey, Izzo, you tried Battlegrounds Lincoln.
What is Battlegrounds? Is that a cigar? No, I have not. So would like to put something in the chat. Tell me, is it Nicaraguan, Dominican? So
UTV and Nam, thanks for the $2 super chat. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so everyone's probably seen the thumbnail. There's an incredible journey going on. We'll get to those guys later because we're going to make them sweat in the green room like we do everyone else. We're going to go quickly this time. It's never going to happen. And just go around the horn here. And how you been, Izzo? How's the week treating you? It's been a month of Sunday since I saw you.
Yeah. What did I do? I did get to operate a POTA park up by UConn, University of Connecticut, and I operated it before, but this time I operated on a different side of the park, and I really, really liked the opportunity of where it was, and that was fun on Saturday. Band conditions were pretty good. Just been a busy week, man, but we're having fun and smoking some what are we doing tonight? The Camacho.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say you tried activating on the other side of the band So I don't know if you were on lower sideband and you were going to go to upper or upper. Anyway, bad joke.
Well,
Sorry.
I am on upper sideband when I'm on 20 meters. You are correct.
That's
and then
right.
on 40, you go to the lower side.
I didn't know if you were
but
going to
never
try
to the
20
dark
meters
side.
on the lower side.
No, but never to
work.
the dark side. You don't go to the dark side.
Don't go to the dark side. Ham Radio Crusader, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Good to see you all. Happy Ham Radio Tuesday. I like that phrase, Ham Radio Tuesday.
And I like his sticker. I like his sticker. His sticker's
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
I got his
I need to
Thank
shoot some stickers back his way as well. N1JUR Amateur Radio for the 1999 super chat. Please copy for Kyle and Jason bobbleheads.
You know something? We talk about T-shirts around here. We have forgotten to press these guys to start doing a bobblehead. I want
That
the
would be
whole-
fun.
I want everybody. I want a Molson one. I want one of me. I want to
We
see
need a Clubhouse bobbleheads.
Clubhouse bobblehead. Where's
As a
Joe Brett?
set.
Get Joe Brett in here.
Speaking of, where is he?
Where is
I'll
that?
send him a message. Somebody text him. Make sure he didn't fall off the porch or something.
Can you?
Okay, but
Can you
here's the thing.
imagine
If
the
we do
beer snack
bobbleheads,
one with the beard?
Go ahead, Daniel.
If we were to do bobbleheads, we'd have to do like Joe Brad would have the tin cup. I would have the arming glove. No, but think about it, right?
No,
We-
you're true. Exactly right.
Shane would have no shirt and just like look like he has like fur on his chest.
Shag rug.
Shag carpet.
Shag rug on a shag. You know what?
Shag
I would
carpet.
be open to those kind of bobbleheads where we make fun of
Yes.
ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. I want the whole set. And then I want the tank one. I want the HRCC one. I want the 2.0. I want the KRC. I want the Callum one. The Callum one would be, that would be a very sought after bobblehead.
Be a collector's item.
Well, have
Get
you
a
seen
whole-
the trading cards?
Who? Who's
The
that?
trading cards that are floating around.
I have
No.
not.
Oh, I saw those. Like the Pokemon cards that somebody
Yep.
did for the Huntsville Hamfest.
Jason has a good idea too. The Funko Pops. We could do Funko Pops.
Funko
Everybody's
Pops.
had.
What are
Funko
those?
Pops. Absolutely. Oh,
Am I
you know
gonna
what that
Google
is?
Funko Pops and like find something I shouldn't?
Oh man, my son has a
No.
whole bunch. of
No,
them.
I'll show you. I have one.
Yeah, I got some too, man. I love those Funko Pops.
Hmm. I could.
They are awesome.
I could see.
They
us doing-
they are the new 21st edition of bobblehead when you think about it.
Mhm.
Okay, well, let's see. Custom.
What is that one?
What is that one, Shane?
It's from Darkwing Duck.
Okay, I thought I recognized it. Your light's a little bright, so
Yeah, I have like
Oh.
Sopranos. I have The Godfather.
Oh shoot! I found Izzo.
there you go.
Because I have
What?
Darkwing
What do
Duck
you got?
also. I had to
What do you
have
got?
his buddy.
Molson, what do you got for me? Go ahead, share it. Share the screen.
Lord.
Hold on. No, not slides. What am I doing? Present. Share screen. I gotta walk myself through this verbally here. There you go. I found Izzo's bobblehead. We don't even have to make a custom one.
I don't like you. I'm not gonna wash. I was gonna come up and wash and wax. I was gonna come up
It
and
needs a
wash and
cigar
wax.
in one hand.
I could go John House,
Dude,
that's-
I have never looked like that.
All right, let's keep this rolling because the guys are going to want to participate
Looks
in this
Kyle.
conversation.
You know who it could be? That could be Kyle for crying out loud.
Right? All right, so Daniel, on to
It's too tall
Daniel.
for Kyle.
Oh wow.
So I don't got much new.
Anyway.
I did pick up my new car, and so I was in it today. I picked it up last night, and I was.
Your
talking with the
driver
guys
picked you up in it?
beforehand. Yeah, my driver. I was looking, above at the top where you push it and that comes down, and you can put your pair of glasses up there or your sunglasses. So I was like, I wonder what remote head would fit in there. So when you push it and it comes down, the remote head's there, wired in through the headliner. You don't see it, and then down in the center console, you can have your handheld.
That's stealth right there, buddy.
Yeah, thinking about it. Start, the gears are working. So,
Ask Joe Brett about that custom install. He's
The
good at
ID
that.
4100
Yeah.
would do that.
Oh, there you
yeah,
go.
No.
That's what I was thinking of too. The Icon 4100. It gives you D-Star. It gives you analog, VHF, UHF. It's a small head, and literally you just take magnets. You can just get some magnets and put that head, or a Lido mount if you want it, or whatever. Send it down
anyways,
here. Send it down here. In a week, I'll send it
I'm
back up.
I'm gonna take some measurements, and I'll see.
You'll have new wheels on it.
I'll see what head unit would fit in there.
Remember
So
that show, Pimp My Ride?
Yes.
I was gonna say
Pip my Zamboni.
There you go. All right, well, let's get this knocked out. Steve, buddy, what happened?
What, you mean that?
No, look behind over your left shoulder. Did a bomb go off in there, or did you have a printing accident?
No, actually, the printer is now right here.
Oh, okay. So
Sitting
it's
on
Shaq
network.
redo.
Yeah, it's Shaq
Actually-
redo.
Okay.
Can we just put Steve center?
Why?
I want to see something here.
Okay.
Is it me, or don't change your camera, Steve? But you see on the left-hand side, there's something white leaning on an angle. You see it's a little bit on an angle?
Yeah.
No, the other side.
Yeah, right there.
The other side.
Wait, yes.
That's
okay.
the door frame.
Is that the door frame or the door leaning? Because the other week, Steve,
that's the door frame.
No, listen,
That's
Steve.
the door frame.
The other week, Steve shut his door for the first time ever on a live stream. Now you see how his camera is away from the door. So did your wife rip the door out when you shut it?
No. It's still
That's because he mentioned who he was going out on a POTA with.
That's
why.
true.
Remember that you guys got to play last week's show back, team replay.
Is that a challenge coin display box?
It is.
Okay, cool. This is
And it
Explore Steve Shack show.
It's full.
All right, I've been dying to ask you this real quickly. What's in the green bag, and what is that? Is that a Yagi?
It's a green screen that he doesn't
A
use.
VHF?
It is. It's a green screen in the green bag that's supposed to attach to.
Put Steve back in the middle for a minute. Real quickly, guys. This has been about 131 shows, and I've been really dying to ask these questions.
Yes. Damn it. That is a green screen in a bag. It's supposed to attach to the chair. And yes, that's a tape measure Yagi hanging over it. That's the one I
Okay.
built for Frank.
Okay. Now, over your right shoulder, is that a scanner antenna in the corner there by the light switch?
No, that is the signal stock, 5/8 wave.
But it's still an antenna.
It is still an antenna, yes.
Bingo.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Next to it is a USPS box, which we don't know what's inside that box.
That's a Coffee and Ham Radio's antenna.
Good Lord, who knows what's
It's that radio that a certain manufacturer sent him 6 months ago waiting for a review.
But one last question.
that crap that I haven't paid.
All right, one last question. Over your left shoulder, what is that white and black device? Is that like some type of printer?
It's a
receptacle?
filament dryer for my 3D printer.
This is riveting content, guys.
Okay. All right. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm happy now.
Better yet,
Better yet. Let's talk about
We
the
have-
F-35.
That's the,
the F-35 that went missing in the Charleston area.
Did you go get a couple pieces?
No,
okay.
because I know better.
Oh, okay.
They did find it finally.
I saw.
I
that.
don't have the radio. I'll tell you that. Don't blame me. I do not have that radio in there. As much as I want that radio in there.
You
Well,
don't.
I'm going to give our guests about a 60-second heads up. If you guys want to kind of get ready, we're going to bring you in here in just a moment because they look like they are deep in conversation.
I got to
So-
tell you something.
I'm surprised
I
they just haven't crashed the stream already.
Right.
All right, I got to tell you something. For everybody who's listening, I came on when I came into the green room as we get ready for the show. I'm sitting in a chair that's not my normal chair, and because Kyle took my chair, and like I don't feel. I'm trying to be as natural and comfortable tonight,
You look comfortable.
but I am in a chair that literally can almost
It's not making any noise.
my feet. My feet
mean-
are not. My feet are barely touching the ground. I feel like I'm like swinging here, but I should be calm and cool because I got some cool guys here tonight, right?
There's Joe Brett in the chat. Son, get your ass in here. Where you at? Jeez. All right. Well, let's bring the guys in. Kyle and Jason. And I can still see that they're in this deep in thought.
Yeah, bring him in anyway.
So we're gonna bring them in. Make
He
sure
explained
make sure that they're live.
Yeah.
So, hey guys.
Hey, we were talking about something here.
Yeah,
Can
wait,
we turn this off?
yeah, we need 2 more minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
You should have listened because I said, well, they're deep in thought. Let's sneak in and see what they're talking about.
Mhm.
Well, Shane was talking about doing. Oh, sorry.
Bobbleheads?
Bobbleheads. We're talking about
Funko
bobbleheads.
Pop.
Can you imagine a Funko Pop of Kyle and Jason? Tell me those would not sell out. And the tank one,
So who knows the story behind the ducks with the Jeeps?
I've seen it
More ducks.
where people will put ducks on their
The
Jeeps.
People will put ducks on Jeeps.
Mhm.
Okay, so we need something like that for ham radio.
Ooh, that is a good idea.
And it would be very fitting to do it with just like pigs instead of ducks for obvious reasons.
For hams.
Oh,
Yes.
for hams. I
Yeah.
like that idea.
Oh.
I
So,
like that.
I'm probably missing part of the story, but the way that started was, I think it was started in Hawaii. Is that some lady saw a Jeep in a parking lot sometime and she liked it, so she was trying to put a duck on the Jeep, and the guy came out and found her, and they thought she was trying to break into the Jeep. So they called the cops on her or something. I don't know. She's like, no, I was just going to leave you this duck, and he's like, why are we leaving a duck on my Jeep? So it became a whole thing. So now all the Jeep people trade ducks with one another.
Yeah, you'll see Jeeps going down the road like the whole dash is nothing but ducks.
That's what it means. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh. So, and again, that's not the whole story. I'm missing part of the story, I'm sure.
Right.
But I got a friend in an overlanding group here in North Texas, and his license plate is MOAR ducks, more ducks. So they get really into this stuff, and I'm like, we should do something like that for ham radio, because
that'd be fantastic.
Not everybody wants their call sign on the license plate, which is fine, but yeah, we need to invest in like 100,000 of those little plastic pigs and start putting them on cars everywhere. That's my idea.
Vince,
everyone take care. Have a good night, y'all. Y'all have fun.
Thanks for joining us tonight, Jason. We appreciate it.
Pizza,
right?
All
right.
Did you pay your hydro bill? Because there's barely any light in that room over there. You guys are dark.
Well, they're not at my house. They're in the hotel down the street.
If Izzo would have paid his electric bill, maybe we wouldn't be lighting this thing with flashlights.
That's why the temperature's off a little bit.
They're at the hotel. They're at the No-Tell Motel down the street.
Down by the beach.
Hey, other than the top floor of that hotel, it wasn't a bad hotel. The top floor had a little bit of a smell to it.
That's right, Steve.
That's true.
Little peanut and little Thai.
Exactly. Oh God.
Yeah, a little white rice.
So on to tonight's topic. So if you saw the thumbnail, you saw the POTA logo, and you saw these two guys in a great cartooned. And I think I did a good job with that.
You did an awesome. I will say it right now. You did an awesome job,
because I think it was fitting.
I said it to you at 8 o'clock this morning, and I'll say it again at 8 o'clock again tonight. Awesome job, Shane. Shane does all our thumbnails. He does all our graphics, guys.
If they suck, I didn't do them. Somebody else did them. We hired it out on Fiverr. So you guys are going to do a 9, and according to your label here, a 9-state POTA rove.
Well, it's 8 states now.
Oh, because you already got Connecticut.
We already got
Connecticut.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us, what's kind of the genesis behind this? Did y'all just randomly show up at Izzo's house and said, hey, we're going to come hang out and eat pizza and play radio and then go home? Or what are you guys planning?
We thought of this plan Sunday, and we put it all together in the last 24 hours. And
sounds like a clubhouse, huh? Working the last minute.
I was about to say, yeah, our show's planned at 6:30.
It surprised me when Shane was talking about getting on topic, because this is the show without a topic, right? So
always,
sometimes we have exceptions.
So what states are you guys going to?
What was that, Molson?
No, go ahead.
So we, I don't know. I came up with this plan. I don't know, maybe early summer, and I'm like, I need to burn some vacation time. I haven't traveled in a while, so I'm like, you know what would be an easy, like, I wanted to go and do POTA, and I didn't want to go back down to like Kentucky, Tennessee area for the Smoky Mountains. I was like, maybe I'll just go north. Well, then my plans migrated even further north. And I'm like, you know what? All of those states, those New England states, they're like literally Texas counties, right? They're so
right.
small.
Yeah.
That I could probably knock out, all of those New England states, plus, I don't know if Pennsylvania's in the New England area or not. It's considered New England. Is it considered?
No, technically New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania are not technically.
Okay, so it's New England plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I started researching flights, and I saw that kind of Hartford is the middle of of where I wanted to go that had cheap flights. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe I can, go up there, activate all of the New England states, maybe get Pennsylvania and New York and New Jersey in, and then go to the ARL headquarters and work W1AW for a while.
Okay, that'd be sweet.
And, just kind of bum around up here. Well, then I was talking to, I don't know, we were talking on a happy hour or something.
I thought it was the Moore Expo.
It could have been. I don't know.
Or Huntsville after a few beverages.
Yeah, it was before that.
And Jason's like, hey, you want some company? I'm like, sure. So here he is. He showed up.
I was like, hey, I need all of those tickets except
I'm
one.
gonna invite myself.
I'm gonna
crash your road.
Yeah, I just invited myself. Yeah.
So here he is. He just showed up. And so we're doing 3 states tomorrow. We're doing 3 states Thursday, and Massachusetts on Friday, ARL headquarters on Friday afternoon with W1AW, and then I think we might hit Connecticut. I think Connecticut will be our last state because
probably so.
We're here. We were going to activate it today, but we decided to go over to Rhode Island this morning and activate it. So Connecticut's going to be our last
all
state.
little states.
Right.
Yeah.
They're the size of Texas counties. Oh, speaking of,
James is in the chat, so this is why the POTA activation was successful today. Just saying.
Let me tell you something. I saw that. When he rolled that out, I got to tell you something. That really impressed me because it's a nice font. It's so functional. Guys, you got to buy this. You really got to buy it.
The best thing about it is when you're trying to use a mouse with your laptop. And then,
that too.
You're sitting on a picnic table or something.
Because picnic tables and mice don't get along very well.
No.
That's why you use a trackball.
No.
Why don't you do
I've been out of scheduling so long. I think I've forgotten how to use a trackball because that's what we had to use on our desks. And my fingers, I think I've lost that muscle memory.
Trackball is so 1998. Please.
Yeah, you get carpal tunnel.
The carpal tunnel syndrome. So Daniel's dying to know how close you're going to get to Canada.
Probably southern Vermont is probably the closest we're going to get to Canada.
Man, that sucks.
Southern Vermont, southern New Hampshire is where we're going.
Let's see how long.
So Jason's doing a giveaway. We're kind of being a little secretive on where we're going.
Is he doing that APRS thing again?
Yeah, but if you go back and watch Jason's live stream on Sunday, we kind of gave away the goods on the areas we were going to do.
Yeah.
So that still is valid. You just need to figure out,
where you're at.
Yeah, because tomorrow we're going to be in a certain area, and we might. There's 3 states we're going to hit tomorrow. We might go, we said we might go to the farthest state first. Well, we might hit the closest state first and then go to the second farthest and then go to the farthest and then come back. I don't know what the deal is, but you're going to have to watch the APRS and Jason.
And apparently there's not very many eye gates up here where we're at right now.
Yeah, so good luck.
And the
This
POTA
could get
spotting
interesting.
It's actually beaking all afternoon today, so.
But the POTA spotting page is really the dead ringer.
Yeah.
That's true. So put them in your ham alert.
Yeah.
Conditions today were tough.
Yes, they were.
They looked tough. There was
They were
all kinds
extremely
of
tough.
radiation storms going on today.
We had G1 going on. So.
I think, I was only activating with 15 watts. It took me, I want to say 25 minutes, 30 minutes to get 12 contacts. Jason got, 18, 20, 22.
No, I got like 17.
17.
Maybe a half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like an S7 noise floor where we set up. I think we set up on like this pavilion this what would you call it? Like little shop area, but all the shops were closed. So we thought we'll just set up right here. There's nobody around, but there must have been something running and probably refrigerators, freezers, or something inside of the closed shop because there's a lot of RFI there. And the ears on that FT891 are not what I'm used to. I'm used to much better filtering on a radio. But I didn't make 17 contacts, so we got it activated. It was all good, but it took a little bit longer than we thought it would.
So I'm looking at your APRS.FI, and the last update was 7 days ago.
Yeah.
for your call
We've been
sign.
beaconing all afternoon, and it hasn't hit anything.
It hadn't hit anything. Yeah.
He's not in Salt Lake City, folks.
Yeah, no kidding.
APRS.
You see Sterling?
Yeah, but bring up Sterling's.
See Sterling's comment.
That's how Sterling got in last week. With a 10-part grove. That's exactly how he got in. He's like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing a 10-part grove." And he goes, "You need a friend?" And I'm like, "You want to come along? I'm not going to kick you out."
Right. That's good. Do you know what parks you're looking at, or are you gonna do like one park per state? Or are you gonna try to activate all the? Because there's some states up there you could activate all the parks in one state because there's not that many parks, and it's a really small state.
Yeah. Typically, I mean, I think if we do 3 to 4 parks a day, I think that's a good. Like, tomorrow we've got to drive. We've got like probably a 3-hour drive to get over to where we're going. So
that sounds like a normal POTA in Texas.
Yeah. So if we get up at 7 and get to our first park by 10, take a couple hours, go get lunch, and then go to our second park, which is 30 minutes down the road, take a couple hours, go to the next park, take a couple hours. I mean, I'm hoping that by, 5 o'clock we're done, and then we can go get some dinner, go to a brewery, and then get to our next destination. So therefore we can get up to our next set of parks the next day, Mm-hmm. I mean, these states are close together, but they're still taking, with traffic and, just stuff, logistics, right. They still take 2 hours to get from one location to another location in the grand scheme of things to group parks together.
And you're not trying to go to K0001, right?
No,
not that far north. I still want to do that.
Yeah, it's 6 hours from the base of Maine, or the border.
We talked about that today, Shane. Shane, we talked about that. Yeah. That's going to be something. Jason had some excellent ideas. We'll share that out when it's appropriate. But I think Jason had a great idea for a future.
Yeah, I think that I think we might shoot for about a year from now.
Yeah.
According to Don, the fall is better than the spring. We don't want to go in the summer because
right.
It's crowded. It's harder to get a spot. I mean, if you reserved early enough, you can get a spot or a couple of spots or something like that. But it's going to be a lot more crowded, more people there and whatnot. So what'd you say about the spring? A reason not to go in the spring?
Spring is muddy. The flies, they have flies the size of guinea pigs. So
okay.
So, but I think September may be like a late, but maybe like around this, like even if we said like a year from now, 365.
Yeah. Like
listen, what do all hams do with field day? And you talk about next field day, what you're going to do. So this is really no different.
Yeah.
But
and I want to give plenty of I want to plan it with plenty of lead time because everyone's invited. I mean, if you want to come hang out for, I don't know, we'll probably stay for 2, maybe 3 nights. I don't know. I got to do some research on that, but people can come hang out and they can camp with us, or they can come out for the day if you're close enough. I mean, I guess everyone in New England lives about 15 minutes from one another. So, it's, although we did a lot more driving today than I thought we were going to. We went to Rhode Island today. So we activated Rhode Island today. That was fun. But
I think I'm trying to remember
I want to be able to invite people and tell everyone when it is and that kind of thing. So yeah.
Steve, can you pull up my POTA logs and see if I've worked Rhode Island or not?
Steve is our POTA
our liaison.
He never says no.
Look at him, and he'll watch. See,
I have.
See,
yep.
That was. He's faster than Google. When you go to the Google and you say, "Give me something," it'll say your first 42 answers came in 2.8 seconds. He's faster than Google.
He's the Google of POTA.
You do need them for Massachusetts and Vermont. So
okay.
Ooh.
Well, you guys get on 40. That way I can work you from Steve's station.
What do you get?
Hey, I work this area from Texas all the time on 20 meters, Shane.
But I don't have an antenna up.
Whose fault is that?
Here we go.
I gotta work,
Here we
son. I
go.
can't go vanting off into the wild unknown.
What was
Never
it
had a
Shane
drop
said?
of a hat.
I don't know if you guys remember what Shane said like 2 months ago before he got his promotion. I'm about to have a lot more time.
Yes.
I do. It's just on the
Right.
weekends.
I'm just waiting for my new desk to come, and once that happens, I can't wait. You got more excuses than I got rolls of toilet paper in this house, or sheets of.
You need to buy some more toilet paper then.
The wall of toilet paper. Do you guys want to go see the wall of toilet paper?
Well, Douglas Jack, are you, Kyle?
That's funny.
I should. I can usually work. I can usually work New England on 20 from the house. If I throw the infant half wave off the patio, I can usually work 20.
So what my game plan? So my game plan, depending on how late they work, I get out hopefully at 4 o'clock on Wednesday and Thursday, and I have a park 10 minutes from the 911 center. So I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna park to park it.
That's my goal because
Nice.
it's 5
Great.
minutes to get there, 10 minutes to set up, and let's see if band conditions are going to allow it. That's
Yeah.
you know.
Izzo, we got half your stuff. How are you going to POTA?
You also took my chair. I am not in my chair tonight, and I'm not happy right now.
This is a festered Izzo.
Oh,
Somebody
wait,
get Izzo a beer.
Right.
You invited him.
I already had two. I already had two today. I haven't had a drink in years.
Wow. Okay.
See what happens?
See?
I
Boys
tried.
show up and
Well,
there's the arm.
I tried these names. I'm like, guys, I don't know what to drink. Help me out here.
The one that's carbonated.
Whenever, I mean, we're bad influences because we were driving on the road and we saw a bar that had was on the beach, and we're like, Izzo, stop, we're having a beer.
Literally. I just wanted, and then we guess. Okay, guys, get this. All of a sudden, Jason looks. He says, "Is this bar still inside the park?" I went outside to the porch area. And I said, "I think it is." So I asked the bartender, and sure enough, and I'm like, and then Jason, I could see the gears turning in his head, and I'm like, "Let's go." I can have
Grab
you guys
the
set up.
705. Put it on the put it on the table.
I can have you set up in 10 minutes. Give me
Oh, they've
10
been
minutes.
Outside,
And
they've got they got the garage door thing on the back side between the bar and the ocean, and they had it open today. Of course, it was really nice weather. And then outside that is like a deck and like a pier area where they've got tables set up and whatnot. And I pull up the map on Google Maps, and I'm like, we are inside the park right now, guys.
How
sitting
is
here,
that?
like right here.
Did y'all not take any pictures you could share? I mean,
I did.
Yeah.
I've got some. Yeah.
Here, let me show you my. How do I share my screen here?
Miss
you go down to
Kwame Cut,
present.
Jason, Miss Kwame Cut. That's where we activated today.
we
Miss
had to
Kwame
teach.
Cut,
We had to
State
teach.
Beach, National
We
Beach.
had to teach, and then the bartender had to teach Kyle how to speak Rhode Island. 'Cause-
Oh, they haven't uploaded yet. Well, no, false alarm. Don't have any pictures. There was a nice
Rookies.
here. Let's.
Yeah, we activated. It was Kilo 7719.
Yep,
Miss Kwame Cut, however you say that, State Beach.
you got it.
And if you didn't get a ham alert, then go make sure you have that set up for tomorrow and the next day.
Just say, Jason, were you at Patty's Beach House? Was that the name of the bar?
No, it was called
Neptune.
yeah, that's it. Wave Jammer.
I'm sorry, Wave Jammer. We are at the Wave. So for
Wave
those who
Jammer?
are familiar with Rhode Island, that is a Dell's lemonade stand. Dell's is very famous in Rhode Island, and I believe along the Cape Mass for their lemonade and ice cream treats. Big lemonade seller. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know, something that's a nice spot to just operate from, and just through the antenna in this north by south direction, and just let, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
So lemonade stands on the air.
Lemonade stands on the air, yes. You know something? And I was actually looking to see if they had any lemonade in there, but no, it was taken out. I'm like, yeah, I want lemonade.
I should have taken some pictures. They had some porta potties out there, so I was going to send some pictures to John Crook.
Does he have a thing for porta potties?
Porta potties on the air, baby.
Yeah, porta potties on the air. That's his
porta
thing.
potties on the air. That's right. That's right.
I will tell you, Shane, I lost my phone. I got very nervous.
How did you
Because
lose
we
your
went
phone?
down by the wall. I had just told these guys, I said, listen, I recommend you do one of two things. Lock your wallet and your phone and anything important in your shorts, with the button, the zipper or whatever.
Lock them in your shorts.
Lock them in your shorts, okay? Or keep them in the truck. I don't care.
It's a Connecticut thing.
Yeah, it is. All of a sudden, I get out there. I put my phone on the hood of the truck, and I walked away. Big old man mistake, okay? All of a sudden, about 10 minutes later, a message is coming in on my watch. I'm like, wait a minute, where's my phone now?
I'm sure your watch was saying, hey, you forgot your phone.
Well, if I had walked any further, it would have, the alarm would have said you're what, X amount of distance away.
Yep.
And now I'm getting nervous. Well, let me tell you something. Kyle came to my rescue. I owe this man a lot. Because to lose your phone in today's world, we know what that means. Yeah, I can go to the iPhone store, get another one, download this, lock it down. But
too bad he lost his Bitcoin hard drive.
Point of it. Right.
You find a cell phone, but can't find that.
Can't find a Bitcoin.
So Izzo's freaking out. He's like, I can't find my phone. Guys, my phone is lost. I don't know where my phone is. So
he's all calm and cool.
So we were down at the beach, and Izzo drew CQ POTA in the sand.
I was. Let me tell you, I was gonna start drawing some other things that we shouldn't be drawing in the sand. But the waves started. The waves kept hitting. Yes, the waves kept hitting me. But I was like, guys, I was going to draw something really, and quickly take a picture so you could use it on a future show. But I'm like, no, we can't do that in Rhode Island. Rhode Island Beach Patrol is going to throw us out of here.
For drawing a wang in the beach?
Well, yeah, I think that he was going that way. But so I thought that his phone might have fallen out whenever he was drawing the wang on the beach. And so I'm like, well, let's go down to the beach. And he goes, well, let me go check my car. So I walk to his truck, and he walks right by, like, I see the phone, like
on the top of the truck.
Yeah,
quarter mile back,
50 feet. And I see it, and I'm like,
Kyle, I was getting ready to say, Kyle, call my phone. Remember I told you, I said, call my phone.
And I said, how about let's look in the truck. So he walks right by it. Like right by it. I mean, if it was a snake, it would have bit him.
It's black.
It's right. Black. And I said, "Is your phone on your hood?" And he goes, "Why would it be there?" And he looks and he goes, "There it is."
I was so happy. I was like a Labrador or golden retriever. I just wanted to say, "Oh, thank you." Just jump all over it.
James stole my idea. It's BWOTA, beach wang on the.
There's a lot of things you can do in the sand. It's fun because it's cool. The waves will wash it away, and you can say I love you. There's you can say, will you marry me? There's a lot of things you could do on the beach.
Will you go away?
Dirty about it. Go home.
Yeah.
No.
Not welcome.
Not welcome.
80 meters.
Yeah. Where's beer?
Go back to Minnesota.
Where's beer snack?
Yeah, that would be good.
Speaking of, you guys should try to. We need to ring Beer Snack and tell him to come say hi to you guys.
Where does he live up here too?
He's in Jersey, the general vicinity.
Oh. He's a Jersey boy. Yeah.
We haven't seen Beer Snack in a while. He popped in our private chat the other day just to say hello, but he's working a ton.
Well, also, so all of the people that have hit Jason and I up in the last week after we announced this thing, I feel bad because not everyone, but there's been a lot of people who say, where are we going to be? Like, I want to come and, hang out and do POTA and yada, yada. Right. And Jason has this giveaway, and I don't want to give away the where we're going to be. So it's been very hard to be, well, we're kind of being over
I'm not
here.
dodging you.
Hey, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm not dodging you, but.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
This is your trip. He just came along.
Well, I'm going to be at XYZ. I don't know where this guy's going to be at.
I'm trying to be a decent person. So, therefore.
You're trying to be a decent person. Look at that.
So, since we touched on it, what's the giveaway?
Yeah. Let's see if it's beacon so far. Right. Oh no, we're not beaconing here. We're not beaconing.
No, we're not beaconing it right here.
There's a backstory to Minnesota. I'm not knocking Minnesota. I'm just knocking a particular hand that lives in Minnesota. That's all.
The one that
Hey,
tends to get things stuck in
Well, we got a
trees.
little downtime here.
No.
I want to thank.
No, I
Hey,
like
no,
him.
Hey, guys.
Oh,
Real quickly, I want to thank. I
so
want to
that's-
thank all the Wisconsin ham. Hold on, Shane. Real quick. This is important.
Yep.
I want to thank all the Wisconsin hams. Was it last week for their POTA party and stuff that they did with the QSO party? These guys rock the bands. You guys in Wisconsin, you let everyone know you're up and alive with and sprinkling that RF around, man. So kudos to you guys. Thank you, Jason. I'm sorry. Just want to say, give a shout out.
too bad they wouldn't answer my call. So
Shout out
That's
to
okay.
Scout 75 and the rest of the crew up there.
he's in Wisconsin.
Oh,
Scout.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Not
Who's
Minnesota.
jacking with the pictures?
No, it's because I came back on.
Sweet. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Welcome back, buddy.
thank you.
Just don't
he
hit
had
the
to
red button, Molson.
He had to go wash the car. He
You
had to
know-
go wash the car
Yeah,
for
go
tomorrow.
watch the car.
I was like, I'm gonna go upstairs, make sure nobody's on the internet. That's how bad it is in my house. I reset my
Quit
computer,
streaming.
and I
Get off TikTok.
I bet you he has better. Better Bluetooth connectivity from the vehicle than he does from the house. I'll bet you.
well, I
Yo,
was
look up Hayden.
I double checked. I'm like, leave studio. Do you sure you want? Yes. And then I was like, is everybody proud of me?
Hayden.
Wait, what is it? That's that guy that was a prisoner. Didn't he do
Yes.
Yes.
torture
Yep.
in Morse code?
Yep.
Yep.
That's why everybody should learn Morse code. That way, if you get
Oh.
Jason,
Right.
you need to add one of these batteries to it.
And where'd you get yours?
I have one.
so anyway,
I have one for
we
my own
rudely
radio, but
interrupted
that's
you,
not-
All right,
Jason.
Jason, I'm sorry, Jason. Bring it back up.
Yeah.
Put
No, you're
that
fine.
thing back. No, put that thing back up.
It's
there.
your show.
No, it's not my show. It's our show. We're all family here.
So an FT5D is going to be given away.
Brand new. Compliments of RNL Electronics. Go check RNL's site every day for daily specials. There you go. Which I've said
And
that
is
enough.
it's
Not
not
on the
beaconing
floor.
right now, right?
It's not beaconing right now.
Okay.
No, it's actually the last one I got did the same thing. Like I pull it out of the package. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch today. So I pulled it out of the package. We're sitting there. We'd order our food. I pull it out of the package to program it up and everything. And it's like got 15% battery life left. So I programmed it up. I think it caught it heard one station, but no, it didn't. Its beacon didn't
gates.
get picked up by anything. And then the battery died. So I charged it up a bit and battery died again. So it was in there charging before I grabbed it just now. So I'm going to charge it overnight tonight. And when we hit the road tomorrow, I'll start beaking again. So it's KC5HWB-5. Somebody asked that a minute ago. So yeah, -5.
We're going west.
Yes.
West.
West.
To Nevada.
From here.
What?
To Nevada.
Think
Yes.
of. I'll give it a little hint. Hey, Kyle, I'll give a little hint. Think of the Yankees. That's all I will say. Think
Okay.
of the Yankees.
Well, there's 108 people watching right now, and thank you so much for joining us. And if you're in the New England area, I suggest putting these two guys' call signs and handlers so that you can see them pop up on the POTA spot page, because they're probably not going to show up on APRS. If you want that really cool HT, that's probably where you're going to find it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not watching the show, you're not going to get that tidbit of information. So the Clubhouse is once again assisted in the giving away of products.
See, I think that Kyle and Jason should do 9 states plus 1 province.
Oh, I know,
Right.
and I know a province. Yeah.
Right? So,
You know, where's the closest crossing? Buffalo? Would that be the closest?
Well, it depends on where you are, but you don't want to tell anybody.
Where it is Ozark. Where it is
Yeah,
Ozark, yeah.
he's in Connecticut.
Hold on.
What-
I'm going to the Google right now. I want to see that crossing too, because this is ridiculous.
So
Oh,
what are you
don't
guys
know.
using for equipment? Radio antenna? What's kind of the game plan? Do you have a DX commander you're setting up in the middle of the park, or kind of what's going on?
Dual buddy hexes. Dueling.
Dual
Dueling
buddy hexes.
buddy hex.
Dueling buddy hexes. Okay.
You got them phased together.
And, yep.
There you
And then we took
There you
out we took out the Mosley beam, and we had that up about 190 feet. Well, the winds came in. I think we dropped it to about 175 feet.
Oh, that reminds me of something I got to tell you.
I was
Roan
about to
50
say,
we were running what, Roan 50 tower, I think, on the beach, and
It was so tall that we had to have a beacon light on it.
Jason's really close to New York and Long Island,
Right.
so you should probably go check on that tower that's up there.
right.
He wanted me to come get that. When he found out I was coming up here, he's like, dude, come by. We can take this. I'm like, I'm flying, dude. I'm not.
Rent a
he flew
truck,
back to
drive it
Mexico.
back.
He flew back to Mexico yesterday, maybe today. So
We need to just go up and inspect the damn thing at some point.
he says it's ready to go. So
He says.
He
He that is in Mexico has no idea what condition it's in.
He's been in New York for the last
Okay.
month since Huntsville.
Yeah.
He spent the last month in New York, in Long Island. So he wanted me to come. Now, he did not tell me he was going to be here for a whole freaking month after Huntsville. So had I known that 2 months ago, we could have planned accordingly. But he didn't
He could
tell
have
me
met
that.
you in Nashville.
Well, what do you guys need me to do? Do you want me to grab the tower, put it on the ferry, bring it back to
Attach it to your truck, drive to Nashville, and meet Jason.
Well, why can't we just do that for Huntsville? Why don't we just plan that for Huntsville for next year?
Because I pull my trailer to Huntsville and I can't pull two trailers home.
Well, you
my
can.
God, this is so.
You can double tow.
Yes, you can. Double
You know how
double
difficult that would
tandem.
be.
No, it's not.
Not
Then you-
behind the
then you
camper.
would
you
need
don't
a-
want to do that,
Then
but-
you would need a CDL.
If a
You would
tractor trailer is
you would be
48,
over
53
your
footer.
you would be over
Oh, here we
your
go.
length for a standard
Yeah.
motor vehicle license.
Freddie, that's exactly what that is, buddy. W0AEZ 5 amp hour battery for
Oh wow! Okay, cool.
USB-C port on the bottom.
Very nice batteries.
Yeah,
Nice.
Just waiting for him to get back in stock.
I know. Yeah, he said.
Oh,
he
Joe
said
Brett's
he-
here.
He
Oh,
said
great.
he said he restocked them like 2 weeks ago, I think it was, and they sold out in like 30 minutes.
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't get the
immediately.
email.
Oh wow!
Dang it.
But
Brian says recreational doubles.
yeah, I mean,
I like what Jeff said. Why can't Frank just
because
jump in on
Sapphire
this
won't
one
pull a
and-
trailer.
it,
why?
Frank needs a real car for us.
Yeah, Sapphire won't do that.
Sapphire.
Dancing on stage 3. Sapphire.
Sapphire, damn. God rest his soul. God rest his soul.
But yeah, no, so yeah, we need to do that before January.
All right, listen. There's a Freightliner. Matter of fact, you guys are probably going to drive by it tomorrow morning. You pick out a color. I'm going to go rent a Freightliner for us, and you tell me whether
It's
you want
not-
a box
I mean,
or
you
I don't care.
It's
You
not
could
that
pull the
big.
thing- you could pull the thing with a Jeep. It's not a heavy trailer. It's just a matter of getting it from Long Island to Texas.
Yeah.
And if I could find someone in the Long Island area or in this area to hook it up and pull it halfway to Texas, I will meet you halfway between Texas and Long Island.
I got the trailer hitched. I just need to. We'll
2-inch
figure
ball, I'm sure.
something. I got
I
it.
believe-
I got.
yeah,
I got. I got.
That shows.
Oops,
Don't they have
What was
people
that?
do
What?
shipping wars for super cheap?
I remember that show. Yes, I remember
I
that
do
show.
remember that show.
On A&E.
I'll do it for $100,
Yeah, remember that? The guy breaks down and it costs him 400.
right?
Excellent, Molson. Look at Molson paying attention. I like that. Molson,
But
you got a trailer.
That's a crank up tower for the hunting lease.
It is
Molson?
yes. It's I believe he said it was. I believe he said it was 65 feet. It might be 80 feet. It's either 65 or 80 feet.
75 is stuck in my head for some reason.
Okay,
But either
somewhere-
way, yeah.
it's somewhere in there. And he has a step IR for it.
Oh,
But
Steve's
he
ears
says-
just went.
yeah, he says that the step IR needs to be rebuilt.
Steve
And I'm
knows how to
like,
do that,
That would make a really fun video. So all the,
right?
and that's going to live at the hunting lease because he's in Mexico and he doesn't need it in Long Island. He's like, as long as I can keep coming up for field day, you can keep it at the hunting lease. And I'm like, yeah, when I'm not taking it to the beach, I will. My wife was listening earlier. I sent her the link to the stream and she's probably rolling her eyes right now because she doesn't want, she's like, you don't need to bring that thing home. I'm like, yeah, I
That's
kind
gonna
of
sit in the
do.
backyard.
He's
You
a
don't need
ham
that.
radio
It's not going to be at
operator.
home. It's going to be at the hunting lease.
Right?
So-
What did we say early? Why do we need to have another antenna or another radio? Because
Right.
You always need another one.
Because
Yeah,
it
that
exists.
60
Exactly.
plus 60 plus foot crank up trailer tower with a step IR on the top of it for free.
And we can run power with that thing.
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, it'll do legal limit easy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going to Freightliner. I'm going to go to Freightliner. And I'm serious.
For my next 500 watt POTA video, yeah.
Right. That was
500?
awesome.
Why
I
you
finally
going-
got caught up with that. So how hot was that tour whenever you had to shut it down?
It was hot. I think it was hot more so because it was in the sun, which, quite frank, it was a combination of the two. Because I have hung my Pactina in the sun out there before and activated that same exact spot numerous times, of course, with just 100 watts. But the combination of pumping 500 watts through it and putting it in the sun, once I moved it to the next table in the shade, it didn't heat up again.
So did you find the 500 watts made your POTA activation much more successful?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope. Mm-mm. No, I said that in the video.
Interesting.
I think the reports I got were higher reports. I was getting 10 over. I got a lot of 10 over 5.9s.
Mm-hmm.
I got 5.5 from Washington State. And Washington State can be sometimes hard to get from Galveston or from Texas in general. I got Connecticut. Believe it or not, every time I get Connecticut, I'm like, where the frick is Izzo? Why is he never on the radio? But I got Connecticut, and I got some 5.4s and 5.5s in Connecticut, which is usually hard to get. Those guys are usually about a 4.4. So there's my wife right there. So she's listening to me.
Yeah.
So
they always listen. They know everything.
It's choked up
They
a
know
little bit
everything.
there.
so I think the reports I got were higher numbers, more powerful signal reports. But was it worth it? It was fun. You know what? I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. I did exactly what I wanted to do to show and to prove to myself, really, that you don't need it. 100 watts is plenty, especially when you're surrounded by salt water. So yeah, it was fun. I will probably do it again, just in another configuration, just because I like experimenting with that kind of thing. But do you need that? Nah. I mean, it's not really worth it for a single activation, unless you're going to go and camp out at the state park for a weekend or something. It's like the Buddy Hex. It's not really worth taking down there for one setup just to tear it down and go home afterwards. So, but it was a fun thing to do.
Did you guys talk about what antennas you're using on this Rove?
Today we used the Pactina.
Okay.
Today we used the Pactina. I brought 2 Pactinas, and I think that was all I brought. Was my 2 Pactinas. I was going to try to bring my. I wanted to bring my Cartina, but apparently I built it wrong. So I sent a picture to Chuck, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you missed this step. No big deal. Just do this." I'm like, "Okay." And then what'd you bring?
I brought my AX1
Yeah.
and just some end feds that I built. So, and I'm only using my KX3. I'm only doing QRP 15 watts CW.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you brought your 891.
I have the 891 in the Tech Prepper Man Pack, which is really cool setup.
Yeah.
And I also have my FX4CR, and I'm going to try to do some while Kyle's doing some. If he's going to operate QRP, it might take him a little bit longer to get activated on some of these parts. So I might switch out and do some FT8 as well while he's making his contacts.
So it's 240 miles to the border crossing where I am. But I can.
That's 4 hours, buddy. Get it.
I can meet you halfway.
You get
So
a brand
come to
new,
America?
you get a brand new vehicle, and you're going to say halfway?
He'll take the Hummer.
Really? Dude,
What did you get? I missed the stream where you got a new car. What type of car did you get? Are you telling?
I got the. I might as well say I got the Infinity QX80.
Kyle, I'll text you a picture. Hang on, I'll text you a picture of this.
We're going to start calling him Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
Snoop Dogg texted me and said, "I'm jealous." So
Yeah.
if Snoop can get jealous,
Does it got some cool rims?
damn, does it ever?
But it's not spinners. but it's a nice.
So,
car.
Jason, you mentioned the FX4CR.
Yep,
So is that the radio?
that's it. Yep.
What does that thing do? That looks really cool.
What does it do?
It
Well-
radios.
Well, Shane, there's this hobby you might have heard of called ham radio that's used for two-way wireless communications, and basically that does that.
No,
But see, Shane won't use his own radio. He's got to use somebody else's.
Right.
mine's right there, son.
Did it fall off the truck again?
No, it has not. Hadn't been out of the case in 3 months.
See,
I feel like I'm being
Been
peer
using somebody
pressured.
else's.
You should get on the radio. I'm trying to learn how to fly balloons here. Thanks.
Ooh, this is nice, Molson.
So
Oh, yeah,
anyway,
that's
so is it what type? Is it? I'm assuming it's QRP.
It'll do.
Does it
That's
do?
the.
Does it do 160 through 6, or kind of what's the story?
You talking about the Infinity or the radio?
No, the radio. Jesus H.
this truck or this car ain't QRP.
No, that definitely not
This
QRP.
is a
The
full
G-Wagon?
gallon. It's
Yeah.
a full
That's
gallon.
that's
That will fit
400
the entire
horse.
club. That will
It
fit the
does.
entire clubhouse in there.
Yeah.
We
It
should do a
does,
show
uh,
from the backseat of Molson's vehicle.
Shut up.
It does. It does.
Look at this
sideband,
radio. This
CW, and it has a built-in sound card, so it does digital modes easily.
Okay.
It's
Look at that
that's the
display.
20-watt version,
Right.
and I've not been able to get more than about 3 to 5 watts out of it doing digital, but I do that. I can get 20 watts sideband, no problem. But I think that was an MFJ antenna issue I had, so I got to test it out a little bit more. But it does have Bluetooth. Someone said Bluetooth in there, and if I Bluetooth it to my Panasonic ToughPad, it's beautiful. It just Bluetooth to the ToughPad and set up WSJTX, and you're transmitting FT8 all Bluetooth to the radio, and it works really well.
So it looks like 80 through 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't do 160. I couldn't remember if it did
Okay.
6 or not.
Okay. Yeah, the screen, I mean, it looks like 80 through 6, and you said it's QRPs. That's really, we're 20 watts.
20
That's-
watts.
The,
but yeah,
the
QRP.
display
really
on
cool.
that radio, I gotta tell you something. I like whoever created that display. I think they did a really, really nice job.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's clean.
I mean, I want to get one, but I think my 705 is gonna get really mad at me for it's like having two girlfriends. You can't have two girlfriends. It doesn't work that way.
Could you drive one of those IU 100-watt amplifiers with that thing?
Yep.
Interesting. All right.
Oh, look at the gears turn. Look at the gears turning.
No, the next purchase in ham radio for me is going to be a home station with legal limit. I'm not messing around with 100 watts
flex
anymore.
Are we gonna go with a flex?
I don't know. Depends. We got to get. We have to get internet connection to Jason's ranch. We've got to get power there 24/7. So I mean, we got to make sure that the infrastructure's in place. If we're going to put a flex somewhere, you might as well put it up there where there's nothing going on. No noise. Noise floor would be like this.
Because I'm thinking flex. The ACOM is it ACOM ACOM amplifier. You get something. Don't do it right. Do it right.
If you're going to do
Why
the
not?
flex, you might as well do Flex's amplifier.
Yeah, do the Power Genius.
Oh, they have that. Okay, there you go. Brother and sister, let it run.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that $7,000 check, Shane. And as soon as I get that from you, I'll sure and put that out
Start
there.
billing that.
Lease. Yeah.
That's only $7,000.
I would say, Shane, just write that one from the Southwest checkbook. It's
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
let me email my boss right quick.
You're
Business
a big.
expensive.
Wait, you're a big executive now who wears a shirt and tie. Don't you have the company credit card?
No, I have a polo. That's all I got with the promotion.
You got a polo.
Hey, they at least gave you that.
A polo.
Are you sure it's not an IZOB? They knocked it down.
It's Nike. I was surprised.
Old Navy. He had to go
It's
to the
Nike.
Old Navy Depot store to get it.
And they didn't put my name on it. They just put crew scheduling on it. They didn't.
Oh, this way here, in case you don't work out, it's going to go to the next guy.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
exactly. They're like,
You
hey,
got-
we're going to need that shirt back.
You got the last guy's shirt, so it says Bob on it.
Yeah.
Bob.
I had to take the stitching out for that.
They get a Sharpie out and they just mark out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
45 Auto's right. I do need a different house with a big antenna in the middle of nowhere. That'd be great. If I could buy like 100 acres and put a 200-foot tower on it, I'd be happy, completely happy.
Come up here.
I would
Come up to
185.
Connecticut. Come up to Connecticut.
Yeah.
totally.
You leave yourself some room for the antenna on top so you don't have to light it with the FCC regulation.
I don't mind lighting it if I've got the space.
You will when you have to do the reports
Climate.
every time a bulb goes out.
I was gonna say
I just
climate and
take
replace
my
that bulb.
balloon up there. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We're not. No. Wait a minute. We're buying. What's that design? My grandfather had it where the tower can go up and down. That
Oh,
mechanical.
like the crank up, but no.
No, he didn't have the crank. He had the mechanical one. He had that.
Well, I'm sure there's some hydraulics in there at some point.
Doesn't make a difference though. But that's how he lowered it to
I don't
do
think
all
you
his-
could. I don't think you could do that with a 200-foot tower, though.
Yeah, you can crank it down and then tilt it
What
over.
you're talking the hazer?
I'll just
Yeah.
go. Where's Cameron? Doesn't
Yeah,
he climb towers?
Yeah.
He can come to
Cameron-
Texas. I'll pay for that.
Where's Elon?
I'll buy him a
Musk?
6-pack of beer.
Get Musk. Get Musk on this. He'll design it for us.
I don't
Don't
need
you guys have to
Musk.
get don't you guys have to do an application for towers over like 110 feet? I think that's
I think
what
it's
we have to.
I don't know.
100
It's
feet.
based on your local zone. It's here in Connecticut. It's based on your local zone.
I think it's
Your local zoning.
Mine would be shorter than Roston, and Roston's plenty high.
Mhm.
I think it all depends on how close you are to airports and your local codes. But I think it has to do with, like, obviously you can't put a 200-foot tower in the glide path of an airport, right?
Yeah, that would suck.
Mm.
Jason, can we just put a beam on the Roston tower?
Fine with me.
But beam and a rotator on it.
It's the closest one to us. I think that tower is almost 2,600 feet tall or something like that.
It's 2,000.
Insane.
It's
It is.
2,000 feet.
I've flown by that. So funny story. I was ferrying an airplane from Gainesville, Texas, which is just north of the DFW area, and I was bringing it back to Decatur, Texas, which is still just kind of north of the DFW area. I climbed up through the clouds because I do have my instrument rating. Climbed up through the clouds, and I'm cruising right along, and I look out the front window, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" The top 100 feet of that tower was sticking up through the cloud deck,
Oh,
and I was like, "At 2,000 feet."
Yep.
nice.
Imagine the guy that's got to
That's-
climb that thing.
No,
That's-
no. There
They
would
have
be
an
a
elevator. We'll have,
The
they have
pool
an
would come
elevator
out.
that goes up to like 1,500 or 1,600 feet.
It's nuts.
And then
That
you
tower
go-
is massive. I'm gonna pull up.
And
Putting an antenna-
for some reason, that's just where most of their antennas are, like 1,600 feet. So
Give me a picture, Shane. I want to see
Put-
it. Get me
putting an antenna-
excited.
Putting an antenna up there is not the hard part. It's paying for the coax between the antenna and the
Right.
ground.
Well,
That's
can you
true.
imagine? Can you imagine?
Maybe we can
imagine
call
the hard
Messi and
line?
Poloni.
Hard line.
Yeah. He's gonna have to give us some serious hard line. You know, and the connectors. You know how that goes. Yeah.
there's a 220 repeater up there with an all-star node on it. And that's when I'm at the hunting lease, that's where I'm listening at.
Yeah, there's several ham radio repeaters that are on that tower. They have a
They're-
giant
they-
footprint.
the Denton Club pretty much has full access to it. I don't know
Yeah.
if they own it technically, but they have.
So what
full
do they run? They run one ham radio with a combiner down on the ground.
no idea.
No, I don't know. That's a good question, but
'Cause that's
They have
usually what you know.
I know
there's
it's
a
FM on the
there's
top.
a UHF DMR repeater. There's a 220 analog repeater. There's a D-Star repeater that I think is UHF. There's a 2 meter and a 440 analog repeaters. There's an Arden node up there that's got really good coverage because it's up so high. So you can, and they've got internet at the tower for the D-Star and the DMR repeaters. So they broadcast internet over the Arden link, and I can see that Arden link from the deer lease. So I want to.
Oh my God, I am in love.
Yeah, that thing's massive.
It's cool.
It is absolutely massive. And like I said, seeing that in an airplane flying by the top of that thing, you just look out the window going, "What the?"
Because
Yeah.
we have it's called Rattlesnake Mountain here in Connecticut, up in the Bristol area. But I don't think it's too. I forgot to back on that. It might be 1,000 or 1,500, or then we got some stuff up to the north, up where N1 NUG in this general area.
Yeah, this one's 2,000 feet tall.
Yeah, wow, that is impressive.
Yeah.
You
I
check
mean,
your sectional
the-
map for that.
I do.
Look at there.
Yeah.
I think the tallest tower in maybe the world is in North Dakota, North or South Dakota. and it's a TV tower, and I think it's 2,600 feet.
You know what?
That's
You know what? Always,
insane.
you know what impresses me? Not only the tower, but the guying system, and is how far out the guys are, and you know, and the whole engineering of that. Just I love stuff like that. Oh, I get so excited.
I'm trying to find it on the sectional for you, Joe Brett.
I'm trying to see what the tallest radio tower in Canada is.
Well, Google it. Go to the Google.
I was trying to debate
That's
Kyle
speed,
because I was thinking, does the Seattle Space Needle have an antenna on top of it? Because wouldn't that be the tallest?
Well, no, it probably would be if the Wiz Khalifa or whatever that's
Oh no, it's only 600 feet
the Burj
tall.
Khalifa.
yeah, the Burj
Burj
Khalifa,
Khalifa.
whatever that, yeah.
All right,
27
here you go, Joe Brett. So you have this pair here that's 1,999 feet. This one's 1,920, and this one's 2,000. And all three of them are that right there on the north side of DFW.
Oh,
That's
my
navigational
God.
guides.
There's a 1960 over to the right there, near Collinsville. Collinsville.
Over here?
KVLY TV
Yeah.
tower outside Fargo, North
Yeah,
Dakota.
yeah, there it is. KVLY TV tower.
Wow.
So the CN tower in Toronto has a radio antenna at the top. That's 1,815 feet.
Gotcha.
So
And I
That's-
thought
it's
we were
funny.
good with one of our repeaters at
Okay, so-
950 feet.
So I was wrong. It is 2,063 feet.
wow.
Have you noticed, Joe Brett, have you noticed that they've started depicting wind farms on sectional charts now?
No.
Show me
Yes,
where. All right.
I've
Oh,
seen
look
that.
at that. No kidding.
Wow.
Yeah. That's all a bunch of wind energy producers.
Interesting. Good call.
Now, have y'all watched the movie Fall yet?
No. Does it have something to do with someone falling?
Is that
A
the one
few-
where they get stuck on the tower?
Yeah. The
No,
two
I-
ladies go up there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see that.
Cold sweats the whole freaking movie. I'm like, oh my god.
So wait a minute. The movie Fall is about two people stuck on a tower, and the movie Speed is about two people stuck on a bus.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. There's another movie about a girl stuck on a rock and the shark's trying to eat her too.
Is it called Jaws?
No.
Yeah, I don't know the premise behind the movie Fall. I think they're going up there to do base jumping, or I think.
Well, so the short nutshell story is one of the
Yeah.
girls and her. Well, all three of them. It was two girls and a guy. A boyfriend of one of them. They all went rock climbing. That was their hobby, and the boyfriend got killed falling off a cliff. So
Well,
the
that
one
sucks.
the girlfriend to the boyfriend was like, never again. It's PTSD kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And then the other one thought she was doing a good deed, but hey, I'm snapping you out of this. You're getting back out there. Let's go climb this tower. And it didn't turn out very good either.
It didn't turn out very good.
The plot sounds fascinating.
Right.
Right.
I didn't know how somebody could make an hour or so. I don't know how long it was. Movie of two people on a tower, but they pulled it
seems
off.
like they would just climb down. I mean,
Yeah, you'd think.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
If the tower fell, they would get down a lot quicker.
Yeah.
But since the tower is still upright, you think they could just climb down. But so I don't know.
The problem was, the big antennas at the top that had a little bit of ladder. Well, that ladder from where they was at rusted and fell off. So
Of course it did.
They had no way down. It was just the legs of the tower holding.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So, yeah, it's,
so can you spoil it for us? Do they die at the end or what?
No. I'm
Are you
only.
going to save
No
me an
spoilers.
hour and 45 minutes of my life by not watching this and
Oh,
telling
no,
us what happens?
no, because the movie itself, I didn't think it was a great movie. Okay, it was
Well, I
really
mean-
odd movie, but the fact that my suspense and my emotions got so involved with how wrong they were climbing towers and how bad of shape this tower was in.
Ham till it hurts. An hour and a half of someone saying, help.
And people complain about our 2-minute intro. Just remember that.
No, they complain about our 45 minutes of around the table introducing each other.
Well,
that's
guests
what
are
we-
sitting there.
All right.
Izzo, you haven't seen this, but they were suggesting that you should put this
Oh
in the
my
sand
God.
next time.
Absolutely. I'm going back out there. Absolutely. I'm going to be going back out there. Matter of fact, I'm going to be hitting, I think, Rhode Island in possibly next week. There's another beach out in the Narragansett area that I the last time I went out there, we right under my nose, totally forgot about it. I'm going to be going back out to the Galilee area. So, and there's a whole bunch of parks I want to hit again.
I want to shout out Mike
will do that.
into
Thank
MAK. I want to shout out Mike for that. He posted that in our Discord channel. If you're not part of the Discord channel, you should be a part of the Discord channel.
And Mike's doing some great
links are in
stuff.
the description.
Follow
down
Mike,
there.
guys.
It's a lot of good
follow,
stuff.
Follow Mike. He's doing a lot
Yes.
of good ham radio. He's a good ambassador. He's a good ambassador.
Oh, so I just Googled how it ends. That's cool.
Oh, great, Molson. Just go straight to the movie.
Sorry.
He's like, I don't want to watch this. How does it end? Don't keep me in suspense. Screw you to all the people who wrote this movie.
I got more important things to do. I gotta put another.
More
I
important
gotta
things to do.
I gotta put another coat of wax on my SUV.
I've got to make my beer keg dummy load.
Yeah. Did you?
Still working on that.
Molson, where are you with that? Where's the keg?
With what?
Point to the
It's
keg.
still sitting over there, empty.
Okay.
See? Exactly. Man, that'd be a great idea. Let's make a dummy load out of a beer keg. Sure, 55
I'm still
gallons
trying
of
to
oil
finish
later.
editing my.
Yeah. Episode. That
I'm
was
still trying to-
episode.
listen.
That was what episode 10, I think.
Don't-
We're at
You
131.
gonna fill that with
Don't-
oil?
Yeah. Yeah.
Earl.
Listen,
Shane,
so
are you doing
my-
anything Canada tonight?
Oh, I should.
My buddy
Yeah.
owns
Let me
a
go grab my
restaurant,
bag.
so I'm just
Hold
gonna
on.
take his. I'm gonna take his cooking oil. I'm gonna filter it and put it in there. Free oil. And it'll smell like French fries.
Yeah, it's like
Fish and
why
chips.
does whenever I tune up, my room smells like hush puppies?
Oh my God, that'd be great.
Smells like bacon grease.
Hush puppies on the air.
So where is it? Dude sent me the resistors for it. Where is it? I don't know where it is. He sent me
Hopefully like the
resistors to go in
size of
that
your
thing.
fist.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking. They had to be huge.
Okay, so are we going to give? Are we going to give the chat? Are they going to choose what we're going to try
Always.
tonight? Okay.
Always.
Of the whole bag, or should I just pick a few things and say,
Yes,
y'all
three
choose
items.
from this?
Try the whole
Grab
bag.
a
The
handful.
whole bag.
Try
Just
all
grab
of
a
it.
handful.
Oh,
I was gonna say pick
I'm
3
not-
items.
I'm not doing the vinegar chips tonight because I'm drinking a really good whiskey and I don't want to ruin my whiskey for the night.
I wouldn't either. I was gonna say pick 3 items out and let the chat pick one. Keep
I'm
it
not doing
simple.
those either. I've had them.
Kyle looked dead.
So
Kyle's getting tired.
yeah, I mean,
All right.
I've been up since 3:30 this morning. So
Oh.
yeah,
Ooh.
so this
We
is
had
what
really
dude
good
sent me.
fight.
He sent me these.
Okay.
That most. Wow. Nice.
All right. So for tonight, we're gonna choose one thing that Shane's gonna try from Canada. I have fuzzy peach Maynards. Maynards.
What is it, like a
Stuck in
hard
your
candy?
It's
What
some
is
sort
it?
of candy. I don't know.
No, they're Maynards. Yeah.
It says enlarged to show detail.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll
That's
keep my
what Delaware
comments to
all
okay,
myself.
yeah. So we also have the Nestle Aero Bar. We have the Wonder Bar. We have the Cappuccino Coffee Crisp here.
That'll go great with whiskey.
Right. We have the Eat More. Great marketing. We have the Caramilk from Cadbury.
Those are good.
I have the Crispy Crunch from Cadbury as well. I have the salted caramel Caramilk from Cadbury. And I have a Cadbury Crunchy. So there we go.
You know, I'm trying to really hold in my dirty, disgusting thoughts of what I want to say about all that stuff.
Okay.
I'm being very good right now.
I think the vote is Menards.
Menards. Is it okay? Is it like a hard on the outside and chewy,
No.
or
I don't know.
gooey on the inside?
I don't know.
It's not hard and it's not like it's just like a juju.
All right, so I see.
Okay.
I
Keep
see
it on
one,
the candy,
I
boys.
have
Keep it on
one-
the candy.
Right. I see one vote for eat more nards or eat more my nards. I have one person that says your nards have peach fuzz. I'm not. Don't blame me for the marketing, because it says fuzzy peach right there.
Well, Hank has the right
those are
question. He
good.
says
Fuzzy
these are
peach
new
Menards.
snacks for Southwest Airlines.
No, they're not. These are for those who are just joining us, and for those of you who are on the podcast. These are items that were brought to me by a friend of mine who has spent some time in Canada, and he brought me back all these things to try. And we've tried a few of them on stream. The extra ketchup chips were last week. I still have like raw spots in the side of my mouth from those. The vinegar in those were disgusting. Scout 75 says,
canker
"Put my
sores."
nards in your mouth." How this chat is on fire now. Okay, so the fuzzy peach. I think that's Maynards.
I could just imagine what the dumpster fire boys are saying, because
Oh.
they're probably taking
That's
all
like
of my
Fight
thoughts.
Club.
They're talking about all the thoughts in my head, and they're just openly saying them right now. God bless.
That's like the
those-
Fight Club.
God
You don't
bless our
talk about the
brothers.
dumpster fire.
Oh, I love them. I love our brothers.
Isn't that where we started? Was Discord?
That
Oh,
was
these
the
are like
original fire.
chewy thingies.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all you get
Why are
in the
you
box?
stalling, Shane? Why are you stalling?
Whoa, hang
Because
on.
we're only an hour and 17 minutes into a 2-hour show.
Wait. Is that all you
there-
got?
there
Was
were no-
one package in there in
Yes.
that box?
Yes.
And how many
that's-
are in there? 12?
I can't count that high. I'd have to take my
Yes, you
shoes off.
can't. Well,
You already said your shoes were off.
Oh, you can't see that. So these are kind of orange on the outside and red on the inside. I hope they're not sour.
I hope they're sour
They're
as
right.
shit.
oh, I want him to pucker.
Oh,
I
these
write.
are really good.
Really,
I'll eat a pack of those in the car.
really.
Oh,
Mulder.
son. Eye for that.
Yeah. The real way to pronounce
Okay.
it, like the French way, is Menal.
Yeah, Manal.
Yeah,
No.
Shane, you can get those in the U.S. I
This
saw
is-
those. At,
Damn it! Now you tell me.
No. See that right there?
Right
No, I
there,
can't.
Kyle.
No.
Kyle, look at that. Like,
I can't see it. What is
It
it?
says prepared in Canada.
and there's the maple
Okay.
leaf stamp. If it doesn't have the maple leaf stamp, it's imitation.
This is Canadian.
That's Canadian.
And it's really good.
It's
So,
prepared in Canada.
So
Sold
honestly,
everywhere.
you know what this tastes like?
Molson runs a
So-
sweatshop. And that's how.
Those of you who are over the age of 40 might
Okay.
remember this drink company called Bartles and James.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
This tastes like a fuzzy navel.
that was the wine cooler of choice in high
Yes,
school.
it is so
Yeah.
good.
That's what I was thinking of. The wine cooler. Oh my
Like
god.
I've fallen off my tailgate with these wine coolers before.
Just like a radio. See? Kinda
Why
has
does that not surprise me?
Yeah. Thank you, Steve.
Oh, these are good. Good choice, chat. Thank you guys.
Wow.
I'm going to sit here and eat the whole damn bag.
See, this is why people come to the clubhouse. We learn a lot.
Yep.
We have 94 listeners. This is our 131st show. And look at Joe Brett. Look at Joe Brett's camera. I like that. Joe Brett, you should just do the whole show like that. He can't hear me.
Oh, my bad. I muted myself so you couldn't hear my squeaky chair.
Were you making contacts during the show?
So, Jason, while you were gone,
Oh, I was
Bart-
listening.
the Bartles and James Fuzzy Navel as a candy. You remember those
Yes.
from way back when in high school
Yep.
in a candy form. It's really good,
I'm
honestly.
sad to say that I used to actually like those.
They're really good.
This was back when I liked Coors Light too. So
Right.
these tastes have
Hey, what's wrong with Coors Light?
Wait a minute. If anyone goes down the rabbit hole of I used to drink is it Zima?
Oh Jesus!
Get off the show. I don't want to hear about
Only
the
with the
Zima.
Jolly Rancher in it.
I tried the Zima once or twice. It
Yeah,
wasn't
I-
bad, but I'm just like, what else you got?
I spit that stuff right out. No way.
Yeah. I never
I rather drink the water in the puddle for crying outside. That's
For those in the podcast, Scout 75 says the two guys from the old Bartles and James commercials were like the elderly version of Penn and Teller. It's so accurate. It's so accurate.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, these are delicious. Man, I need to do this more often.
So new Southwest Airlines snacks. Vote
Southwest, if you're watching,
Shane's
There it
gonna
is.
get Shane.
Fuzzy Peach Menards. Get
Guess
them.
what? You're going to replace that with peanuts and pretzels, and now you're going to get a promotion, and now you're going to get the suit and tie. No more polo shirt. See how it works?
We don't have suit and ties at Southwest.
Really?
Somebody
No,
does.
they do have
Wait,
comedy classes for the stewardesses, for the flight attendants.
I do like how they sing and get you into the whole experience. I like that. Personally, I like that, man. I like that.
They have a like a museum shelf full of all the old uniforms, including the hot pants that the flight attendants used to wear.
Back in the early 70s, you're absolutely right. 70,
Third
72,
floor
75.
of headquarters.
Yep.
It's called the Attic. They have all this memorabilia from
Really
the
cool
70s.
stuff
It's
up there.
awesome.
Really cool stuff up there.
Sorry, the show's not going to move on until I finish all these nards.
Sounds like I need a Dallas trip.
You should.
We all just need to get down the Huntsville after talking.
You're gonna go to
We all just need
Dallas.
get
For,
there.
you're willing to go to Dallas to go look some flight attendant pants, and you don't come to Canada?
Oh no, I need a Canada trip too.
Well, as on my live stream the other night, I was talking about activating all the states up here, and Shane correctly pointed out that I haven't not activated South Carolina yet. So I'm gonna have to get out there at some point.
Come on.
We all need to go do POTA in Canada.
Yes.
Well, y'all heard me talk about my other road trip idea the other night.
Mm-hmm.
If you drive due north out of Texas, you basically take Interstate 35 through I think it goes all the way up to basically Omaha, Nebraska. And then it splits off to a couple of other interstate highways. And there's one of them, and I'm pretty sure it's 135 that goes all the way through North Dakota into Canada. And if you go up that road, as soon as you cross the border, there's a POTA park right there on the border, inside the Canadian border. And I'm like, if I'm going to North Dakota to activate, I got to go to Canada to activate too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
10 feet more, absolutely.
right.
Oh,
So-
you mean in Winnipeg? Oh, nobody goes to Winnipeg. You do not want.
No, it's not in Winnipeg.
I want to hear why. Wait, I want to hear why Molson doesn't
Yeah,
want you to go to. Why? Why Molson?
Oh,
Give
I'm
us some
not
travel
gonna say
tips.
Because they'll make you eat Menards.
Winnipeg is like
I'll tell you.
almost the crime capital of Canada. So
No.
yeah, it's a
35 goes all the way up to
They
Lake
have-
Superior.
They have crime in Canada? I didn't think you guys allowed guns up there.
Oh, it's the toy guns. You hit them over the head and they hurt.
My bad.
So you could go all the way to Duluth, Minnesota on
Right, that's what I'm
I-35.
looking.
No, that wasn't.
Route
Yes,
29?
that was not the route I was going to go. Hold on, I'm bringing up the map.
Then you could go right across the border to Thunder Bay.
So
Wait,
Thunder
where
Bay,
are you
Ontario.
guys? Are you?
Yep.
Are you guys in North Dakota? What state are you guys?
North Dakota.
Yep.
Because I'm looking at Interstate 29. Just runs right north by Grand
Yes.
Forks and keeps
So-
on going.
Right there, Victor Echo 5977 Fort. What does that say? Duluth National Historic Site.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that says.
Oh, and Emerson.
Yeah,
Is
so
that
if
is that
you
Winnipeg
could hop
right
over
above?
from 35, to Interstate.
Winnipeg's
29
right there.
Yeah.
It's right over the
easily-
line.
Yeah,
It's right
it's
over
right
the
over the
line,
line. It's right there. So
I wonder what that
Yeah.
crossing station
That's
looks
easy.
like.
So there you go.
Crossing stations on the air.
So just to let you
yeah.
know, if
So
you were
that's
to go
gonna-
Oh,
the
it's a
other
red
way,
light. That's all you have to do. Oh,
That's gonna be
you
a
should totally
thing.
do that.
so just to let you know, if you went to the other I-35 to Thunder Bay, that is the #1 most dangerous city in Canada. Highest crime
Thunder
rate.
Bay?
Yeah,
All right.
it's not.
Looks
a
like
small-
Emerson it is.
Yeah,
worst case
and then
Ontario.
and then
They even
Winnipeg
have a
was-
duty-free shop. The Emerson duty free shop. Look at that.
I'm gonna have to stop in some shop once after I activate and get some bacon while I'm up there. Canadian
bacon.
Yeah. Apparently it's a thing. I don't know.
Molson, how about moose jaw? If we kept, is that a nice time? I mean, would you recommend moose jaw? It's on what, on the Route 2 and 735?
I think Moose Jaw is good. Winnipeg is notorious for being like it is amongst the Winnipeg. It's funny, they're not big cities, but Winnipeg and Thunder Bay are some of the most dangerous cities in Canada. There's other ones too, but those ones are pretty well known. And yeah.
What about Windsor? Is Windsor a dangerous city?
It's not as bad as it used to be. It's actually pretty good right now.
Yeah.
I've been to Windsor.
So it hasn't been on the show Cops, because when it's on Cops, you know what that means.
It's called Live PD, and that's
Live
right
PD
here in
now?
my backyard.
Live PD.
Live PD.
We drove up through Windsor into Canada several years ago and drove over to Niagara Falls on the Canadian side for a vacation one year.
Yeah.
They're Vegas. That's
They're
their
really?
Vegas.
They're Vegas.
No kidding. Vegas out there? Vegas style?
That's
I don't know about that.
Canadian Vegas.
Canadian Vegas.
Canadian Vegas?
Is it? We don't have a Vegas.
Yeah, but I
Every
was
resort.
I crossed over from Niagara Falls, and I'm just like, wow, it's a lot better over here than it is in the American side.
Yeah, the Canadian side.
The Canadian side is known to be a lot better than the U.S. side. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had
and they have a
They had
big
Dairy
resort
Queen.
there. They have a big
Dairy
resort there. It's called
Queen. They
Great.
got a Dairy Queen there.
They do. Because I tried to order steak finger basket and they looked at me like I was crazy. Like, what are steak
Actually-
fingers?
Hey, this is a true story. Okay, this is a true story.
This is a true story. Anyway,
No, I believe you. I believe you. That's what reminded me of my true story. First time I ever went to New York City. My wife and I had been married for a few years, so it was probably 20 years ago, maybe like 18 years ago. We go to New York City and it's cold. It's like 14 degrees there. And we're walking around and we're hungry. And she's a big foodie. She likes to eat at the local joints. But
Me
she
too.
was like, let's just go get something to eat because we're both hungry and we're tired. We had to get up early that morning for the flight. So we go into the Applebee's, which was not a good idea in the first place. And we sit down and I ordered a Dr. Pepper. And the girl looked at me and she's like, what?
what?
She had no idea what it was. None. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? This is New York City. You don't know what Dr. Pepper is? And now, since then, I've been to New York City several times and they have it now. But I swear to you, either that girl had just got off the boat from somewhere or they didn't know what Dr. Pepper was in New York City. So I don't know. I always thought that was strange.
Yeah, because I got the same look when they looked at me and when I said steak fingers. They're like,
Steak fingers.
why are you eating fingers? And I said, well, in Texas we have, and then halfway through that statement, she goes, oh, yeah, no. It's like
Yeah.
strips of ground. It's like strips of flank steak. Come on.
So
What are you doing, Izzo?
Go to Texas and order Yingling, and they look at you like you get three heads.
We have
Not anymore.
yingling here.
Hey,
I was
not
gonna say,
anymore.
now you've got it, but
Yep.
Izzo had to update his chore chart for us while we're here.
well, you're only taking half of his POTA gear, so I mean,
It's
Right.
it's not easy for a fat man to maneuver
You know what?
in his chair.
Jason and
That's
I are
why
gonna
you stand up.
strike because of the wages, the unfair wages that we're getting paid here.
True.
And all
great
that hard work.
food.
No, my
So,
my phone was getting ready to die. I had to charge it.
So
Well, at
Ron
least you know where it's
says Ron says Winnipeg is to Canada as Texas is to the U. No, Alberta would be the Texas of Canada, and Manitoba, which Winnipeg's in. That's not. No, that's
Where did they
not.
have the Olympics? Was it Calgary?
Oh, they had
in
them
that
in
area?
Montreal. They had them in Calgary.
Yeah.
Montreal, Calgary, and Vancouver. So
So we're going to go to we're going to go on an Alaskan cruise next July, and it's going to start in Anchorage and end in Vancouver. So we're going to spend probably a night, maybe two in Vancouver after that's over.
It's going to
No, it's a
start in Anchorage.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, we're flying to Anchorage, and it just goes along the coast. It's like a 7-day cruise, not a very long one. And then it
Vancouver's
stops.
awesome. It's
and
beautiful.
you're going to activate Alaska while you're there.
You're damn right, I am.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So I don't recommend eating that whole box of Menards.
Why?
At
Why?
one time.
They kind of
Why?
turned. They were sweet at first. Then they kind of got sour, and now I think my taste buds are just like WTF.
You need a cigar.
Then
I
they're
do.
going
No,
to
honestly
turn
do.
liquid and solid here in about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Where's my dude wipes?
Dude wipes ain't gonna help you with that one.
No. Clear. Anyway.
Now, just be careful. Like, so a lot of Americans, there's a lot of Americans who drive up to Alaska through Canada, or if you do stop in Vancouver, there is, American rules are completely different. So there's a lot of Americans who drive through Canada with their firearms going to Alaska, and they get big trouble. So like, obviously, anybody, if you guys ever visit Canada, or if you're driving through, there's no hiding it. You declare what you have to, and make sure that you can legally do it. If not, ship it. But you'll never be welcome back in our country, and you might end up in prison. So just, we share on the same great lands, but just be cautious on what you do. There's a border and 2 sovereign nations that have different rules. So just be careful.
It happens south too.
The sad part about that
You
happens up
can't-
here in New England too.
That's right.
But no, yeah, you're totally right, Molson. So you know what? My buddy Brent, Whiskey 7 Backroads, he has a cool newsletter. That's his call. He's a ham, a W7BR. He lives up in Wyoming, and he's talked about doing a trip from like the Wyoming area, or maybe drive up to Seattle and stay there and then start. But driving to Alaska through Canada, I think that would be a fun drive. That would just be something. That'd be something on my bucket list. I got to do one of these days.
I'd love to activate in Canada and in Alaska. That's kind of
Yes.
2 places that I.
Yeah. Shane,
kinda
you and I need to
real.
go to Oklahoma, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
When now that the weather is decent in Texas, so we've got another 2 weeks before it turns to crap again, before it gets too damn cold. So
Now it's like, we're
our
in the
2.5
90s.
week
We're back
long
to the
fall.
90s this week. What are you talking about?
well,
like
it's still
93
not
here today and
106,
raining.
man. I mean,
That's true.
So,
That's very true.
I don't.
I have
but we need to get up there.
this week I have Plano Balloon Fest.
Mhm.
I'm off next weekend, and then I go to Albuquerque the 13th of October for the Albuquerque Balloon Fest. I'm seriously considering trying to do a hot air balloon on the air from Albuquerque during Fiesta, where we have 700 balloons in the air. I think that'd be freaking awesome.
That would be cool.
I just gotta figure out the dealio details.
Mhm.
So Jody adds to the travel advisory. He says, and Molson, don't forget, when Jason loads up on Wacky leaving Canada, he needs to not take it back to the U.S. So you laugh, but in Eastern Ontario, where I am, most of the U.S. border, the land crossings, you actually pass through, a lot of them, you pass through Mohawk territory. And so as you're going through the res on the way to, like the one near me, you go through Akwesasne, and in about 2 miles, there's 24 weed shops. If it's even,
Oh my
2 miles.
God.
maybe
Wow.
1 mile.
Holy Christ.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like
So-
Mall of America or whatever you want.
No lie.
I don't,
If you go
I don't
through-
want
if
any
you go
part of that. So
No, but I don't either. I don't smoke pot, or I've never have. But
I
it's
never
just
have either.
funny. Within a mile, there's like my kids. We went to go visit my uncle in Picton, Ontario. If people know where that is, and you go through Tayanaga, and my kids literally counted 30 pot shops in maybe 3 minutes of driving. It's crazy.
And they're
But,
all selling the same stuff.
Yeah. So
Right,
if you
probably so.
if you come to the States with weed, you can get arrested. But once you come past customs, you're free to buy it all you want to. They just don't want you to import it. And
no, of course not. Yeah.
And even having casings or ammunition in your car without a gun is there is reason enough. Somebody else wrote that. They will refuse you and potentially arrest you for casings and ammo. And for Jeff, who let Justin Bieber into the United States? That's your problem, not mine.
But we also have Will Arnett And I believe Martin Short is from Canada. We have a lot of good Canadians.
All the
down
good
there.
ones.
got-
Jim
Yeah.
Carrey.
Jim
Listen,
Carrey.
You know?
Listen,
Mhm.
Trailer Park Boys. Don't forget about Rush.
Yeah, Rush.
Come on. A lot of good things have come out of Canada.
Brian Adams.
Terrence
I had-
Phillip.
Who's the
If I-
saxophone guy? Isn't
Terrence
he from
Phillip.
Canada too?
Kyle, if I
Kenny
had
G?
known that, I would have pulled out the cassette tape from these.
I was about to
from
say,
these-
is
I like
Kenny-
Brian Adams.
Is it Kenny G from Canada too?
Could be. Sounds
It
legit.
sounds Canadian.
Kyle,
Celine
no,
Dion, come on, guys. Celine Dion.
that's all Kyle's mixtape right there.
Actually,
Kyle's
it's
mixtape.
mixed with Kenny G and that guy that does the Zamfir.
Hey, basketball's from Canada, so what do you want? me to do?
Nickelback. Oh yeah, we forgot the supreme leaders of Canada.
you can have Nickelback back.
And let
Yeah,
him
but you
Kenny-
know what?
Kenny G was born in Seattle.
We say that, but everybody would rock out to a Nickelback song right now if it came on.
Yeah.
Come on,
Don't
you know
think I
it.
would.
Yeah, you would.
You would.
guys, and let's I'm being very serious. The Canadians were the first ones to design the portable radio to what we have today, and it started with because of the war effort. It was the Canadians. Then the original Motorola team took it, won the bids, but it was a Canadian who did the initial design of the transmit, the receive, the antenna, and the battery. So you look that up, and you can thank a Canadian for that. So.
Shane, you're gonna have to remove the thumbnail and put a new thumbnail and say it's all about Canada.
I know, right? So the Texas flag on that is covering up a maple leaf, because I think the original artist art had a maple leaf on there, and I put a Texas one on there. So
It's all about the Menards now, see?
it's all right. Do we want to go into the hot air balloon hour
Go ahead.
for 30 seconds?
Yeah.
I always like to shit. When we run out of shit to say, I always.
I got about 15
Bring this
minutes
up.
to me and I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about when the show ends.
That's good.
So we can start going around the horn now then.
Yeah, here in a minute we can. Absolutely. All right, let me back this up. So, for those of you who are interested, did it share? It did not share.
Nope.
There it goes.
There it is.
Now we're shared. All right, so we got another flight in, and this was up near Salina, and we flew from Salina over to the Dallas North Tollway. So that was kind of cool. So I'm about 5 or 6 flights away from being ready to go. And then for those of you who are country music fans, there is a band called Brooks and Dunn, and they have this song called The Neon Moon.
Yes.
Let me
good song.
unshare this. Come on, computer.
Aren't they the ones that sang "Save a Cowboy Ride a Horse" or
No.
something?
No.
No.
Who's that? Who's that?
Look at
That's
Look at
big
Joe
and-
Brett.
That's big.
Joe,
And, that's big and rich.
Joe
Big
Brett knew that one. Look at him. He knew that one too.
Yeah, he's like, nope.
I've sung that a few times.
So we have.
So is that Neon
So
Moon?
this is Neon Moo without the N.
Ooh.
Ah.
So this is Neon Moo, and this is currently under construction. And the owner of said piece let me take this thing up. There's no basket
Oh
here.
my gosh!
So this is a chair and a fuel tank and a burner.
You're in a
Toilet
fol-
up there?
you're in a folding chair. Is
No,
it-
I'm in a
Lawn
racing
chair.
seat.
You're
I'm in
in
a
a
racing seat.
It's a,
Yes.
it's a folding chair with a clothesline wrapped around you, so you don't fall out.
No,
Shane,
not really.
Shane, whenever
Bungee cord.
you design your balloon, you should put the basket should be the bottom of a porta potty.
So I can do porta potties on the
Definitely
air.
need to have
In
a
the air.
carabiner on the bottom of that thing for a in-fed half wave.
Oh, absolutely. There's space up there for a 705, and you can just run the K6ARK infant half wave off the side of it. Perfect. But yeah, I had to pull that picture down quickly. I can't show that because I'm not supposed to be flying that right now by myself. But I wanted to show my friends because my instructor said I could show my friends. So I'm showing my friends.
Oh,
All
Anyway.
81 of us.
Anyway, that's all I got.
So you guys, here, let me just show you something. So there's a comment here about a famous Canadian person, good old Shania Twain. And if you're a good viewer of the show, and you think you remember every show, Go to her Wikipedia page and her early life, and tell me something there that should be familiar from the show.
She was on the Clubhouse?
No,
Oh.
you have to read it. Anyways,
It was on episode 7.
and I don't know. Maybe we'll do a prize for the winner who gets it first. So,
Oh my God.
anyways,
Google-
got you guys
Does
all
that mean I
curious,
need to
right?
go in?
the Google servers right now are all burning up.
They're
I
lit
got-
up with the
I got
many
you
people
guys.
that are Googling this.
I got you guys curious, eh?
Mhm.
So Ron says she drinks Molson?
No.
Okay.
I'll give $5 to the next person who can get in her Wikipedia page, get somebody to approve that she was on the Clubhouse.
The guy from Whitesnake was on here, so
He was. I almost played that again tonight. We
was
haven't seen that in a while.
He's the guitar player, right?
yeah,
Yep. Joe Holstra
yeah.
gave a shout out. I'll do that next week. I'll put it in next week's show.
He done that pro bono, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cost me $20, honestly. Just during COVID.
He said $20 is $20, man.
During those COVID
He's like,
days, let me
I'll
tell you something.
say I'm a friend of Don Izzo's for $20.
Hey, order a cameo, man. We got to get those cameos going again from the Clubhouse. We got to get the cameos
That was
going.
funny.
Jeff is our winner.
She's from the same reservation as Molson's family.
Look at that.
Look at Jeff paying attention.
Wow.
All right, so that means Daniel's going to send stickers to Jeff.
That's right. By the way, speaking of stickers, Steve, I got the stickers from Ham Radio Crusader. So Ham Radio Crusader, thank you for sending stickers to Steve, and Steve sent them to me. So thank you. Yeah. He has
We try our
better.
best.
Steve, Postal Steve has better service than USPS. So
That's true.
it's good. Yeah.
Well, we've got about 15 minutes left, so we have a few extra folks here. So do we want to start wrapping this thing up?
Yeah,
Put a
Kyle's
bow on
sleepy.
it.
Kyle's sleepy. He's on
tired.
he's on St. Louis time. So we'll let you guys go first. Where can they see you? What you guys for those that are just joining, because there's like 78 people that are still here. But we'll start with Kyle and Jason.
Yeah. So we're going to be POTA this weekend or this week. 9 state POTA. Go and follow us on Ham Alert. You can follow my Twitter, AA0Z. I'll be posting updates there on where we're kind of at and what we've been doing. And then, I run a YouTube channel too. You might want to stick in my call sign in the tube of you and pull that up and hit the subscribe button.
I'll put it in the description, buddy. I'll take care of you.
The tube of you.
The tube of you.
Cool.
And we know that other guy. He has a tiny YouTube channel too.
Yeah, he only has
You're-
a small YouTube channel.
He only has like 50 or 100 subs or something like that.
I just started last week.
Which channel?
Let's everyone go subscribe to him so we can get him to 1,000 subs. People are going over just like, what the hell?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
These
Jason, you
Clubhouse
could-
guys duped again.
Jason, you could do your first giveaway.
My first giveaway.
Yep.
Uh,
What was your
giveaway
first
here.
giveaway?
Yeah, what was the first giveaway? You remember what it was?
Gosh. No,
I'm gonna
stick it
guess
back.
I'm gonna guess a 2-meter radio, 2-meter portable.
It was probably
a-
a
Fufon.
7800 or something like that.
Maybe could have been. I don't remember.
You didn't give away like a Bofung or something?
I don't think.
Yeah, that's a good guess. I like that one.
I may have. I don't remember.
Even the Clubhouse hasn't
No.
given away a Baofeng. We should.
Well, I get the Baofeng and I make the videos, and I'm like, I don't want this thing, so let's just give it to somebody.
Unless it's this one. Everyone should have this Baofeng.
Which one is that? I can't see it.
Yeah, I gotta make it bigger.
It is the BF18H. So you can listen to AM
real one?
Airband.
I have that one.
It's the real one, yeah.
It's
a real one.
the real one.
No,
Does- Why does it?
I've got a
does
video coming. They sent me a fake one. That's not it.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
it? Why does it? Does it do 18
It
watts?
does not do 8 AM,
Mhm.
which is the sole reason that I bought the radio. So, and this is whole story. I'll have it in video.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
You might,
Jody.
you might see it in 6 months.
Guys, we have not forgotten about the 12 days of Christmas, of holiday giving back.
We'll get to that. Absolutely.
We'll do that around
Jason,
what, December?
We'll let Jason finish. Then
24th?
we still haven't decided yet.
I don't know, December 24th.
I sort of like imposed this 12-day giveaway.
Y'all keep me posted on the 12-day thing.
Also, you're in charge.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing POTA today and tomorrow and
And the day after
Friday.
that,
Yeah, today, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. And we got Rhode Island today, so we got 8 more states to go. And we'll be
One province.
beaconing APRS as KC5HWB-5. So
Don't
whoever
forget to
wants
put the
to come
antenna
find
back
us
on.
can win a radio. So learn how to use APRS.
So don't forget to put the antenna back on.
Well, that's
Yeah. It comes with an antenna.
I've got
Well,
two.
that's the problem.
It might help.
I love our fans.
there you go.
Yeah. Looks like that movie Lift or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks for having us on tonight, guys.
Thanks for hopping in. You guys have been fun. We appreciate it. All right, let me go back to this screen. All right, Joe Brett.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired too. I ain't got nothing. I'm just glad
You
to
look
be
tired.
here. Yeah, well, I'm doing 12-hour contract jobs this week instead of my regular, so I'm not
That's why
used to
you're
getting up
late
so early.
Yes, yeah. Thanks, Joe Brett, for joining your own show.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
That's the comment of the night.
All right, Daniel, what you got, buddy?
I don't know, but I think Beer Snack needs a royal invitation. I think he's due to come back on. So
E- every-
Yeah, we need
everybody,
an update from Beer Snack.
everybody should go in Discord and ping Beer Snack.
Hey, yeah, at Beer Snack in the Clubhouse chat. Where you been, son?
well, as winter approaches, I hope to get a little bit more serious again about my shack and obviously other projects. Right now, super busy at work, especially trying to get free for 2 weeks to go moose hunting in October. So it'll be what it is. I'm still editing my video. I know I'm the worst editor in the world, but hey,
It happens.
if you have no expectations for me, then you're never disappointed. So continue to have no expectations for a video, and
That's
you'll
fair.
be satisfied. Yep. And besides for that, I hope everybody has a great week. Thank you for joining us tonight, and I'll pass it on to the next guy.
Izzo, my friend.
Having fun. I do have to wrap it up here because I have 2 books or maybe 3. I want to read Kyle a bedtime story. One of them
Record
he
that,
has.
please.
Well, we have because we're gonna tuck him in. We have a twin bed for him tonight. He has clean sheets, a teddy bear, I think, or
Is
one
it
of those
Thomas the
little-
Train?
It's the 10 extra long, right?
No,
Izzo,
the first-
do you have ice cream and hot cocoa in this house?
hot cocoa. I have pajamas.
He does
for
not have
you.
coffee.
I have pajamas for you. I went to Walmart and I went into the little boy section.
We
and
got
I
the,
bought,
the Spider-Man pajamas.
Like a
Well,
Christmas
horses.
story?
Yes, they have horses. It's one with horses on it. The first book will be how to be nice to sad hams. How to be nice on a POTA activation when they're yelling at you.
Please copy.
And also 7,200.
7200. Real quickly, when I was at the airport, I banged my head last night, and I'm disappointed because when I met Jason first, I was going to make some signs up. You know how the and I didn't really know what to put. I mean, I know what I wanted to put, and I didn't want to get myself in trouble with the TSA people down below. And I
They don't
really
care.
wanted to have some big poster board. But we're going to do that the next time Kyle comes into this region. So, but we're having fun this week. Look for us on the air. It is an honor and fun to host these guys and be their antenna. Today I was the antenna boy and a whole bunch of other things. Just having fun, and that's what it's all about here. So,
Hey, you guys, you know what? One of the things while Kyle and Jason are here, if they would allow us or give us a license to use their image to create bobbleheads, we can literally do a buy one and get one half off with these 2. I saw the video of them at the beach there, and I was like, wow, Kyle's taller than Jason. And so I was proud. Kyle, I was proud of you. Like I am for my son when he does something good. Yeah, you grew since the last time I saw you. Good job.
He had a growth spurt.
You sure he wasn't standing on like the parking curb?
Dude, he came out of that bag. He came out of that airplane like I thought he was the captain. I'm like, oh my God, that's not Kyle. Could it be?
I think it was because
I got
Jason
my
was
sun
leaning.
drop. I'm not messing around, son.
Ham radio for non-techies. Wow. No, I think Jason was leaning over, so it was an optical illusion. I don't know who's taller.
All right, Steve, bail us out of this, buddy.
Oh God. Still working on some videos. Working on possibly a new job.
Oh,
Things are not looking good for my project.
apply for Southwest.
Yeah. I
Dude,
don't
you
want to
get
move to
dude.
Texas.
You don't
No,
have to.
you
It's
do.
remote.
You don't have to, and
Oh,
you get
okay.
and you get a polo shirt. If that's not the greatest incentive,
Sure.
And a
but-
coffee mug.
and a coffee,
Gonna do
and
a review on
a lanyard.
that battery. So I know a couple guys have already done them, but why not?
But you haven't.
I haven't.
That's right. Tell
Jason
your story
says
your
just do
way.
it anyway.
Tell your story your way.
There you go.
Who wouldn't want to move to Texas, Steve? What's your problem with
Have
that?
you been here
Been there,
during the
done that.
summertime?
Been there, done that.
How?
Corpus Christi was
Colorado.
not good to me.
We don't have any.
Here you
beach
go,
down
Mike.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm an analyst for the tech product team.
Hey,
Kiss my
that
ass,
plane.
Mike.
Hey, that plane was early today. It wasn't late. It was early.
Yeah.
So that says a lot.
Must have been flying Swift.
No. That's all I'll say.
Rude.
The plane.
All
was
right.
early.
Thanks to everyone who joined us tonight. We appreciate it. We got about $40 in super chats. We want to thank you guys for all that. We have 12 days of Christmas-ish, maybe the 12 weeks. I don't know. We'll figure something out. We got some giveaways coming up because we need to get rid of some cash that has been accruing in the account. Thanks to all these super chats and channel members and all that kind of good stuff. Thank you guys for all your support. We couldn't do this stuff without you. You kind of had a little meaning to it. Myself, I've got a couple videos in queue that I'll be dropping probably over the next couple of weeks while we're flying some hot air balloon things, and that's about it. So if anyone doesn't have anything else, let's wave goodbye and call it a
Shane, you
night.
gonna activate from New Mexico?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Maybe
Well,
I'm going to
everybody-
see if I can borrow a 705 from someone and do it from the hotel, because the hotel is pretty close to the balloon park, which is pretty close to POTA Park.
Put
'Cause
everybody.
I'm flying out. I'm not
ham
driving.
alert. Ham alert, guys. Put Kyle and Jason's call. in
Alpha
your ham
Alpha
alert.
0 Zulu and Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo. Put that in your ham alert. Go
Get on
get that
40.
Go steal that radio from Jason.
Yeah.
He wants to get rid of it. He doesn't need another one.
It's true, I don't.
All right. If no one has anything else, wave at the camera and I'll hit the button.
We
Play that
rest.
Bye,
Good
everybody.
night. See you guys.
I hope the pajamas I bought will fit Kyle.